Wake up! Wake up! Welcome to Trivia Night! A merciless— oh, and I guess I wasn't talking. Okay, rude much? Alright, first question. I've been looking on Etsy to find an antique bone saw. They have lots of cute ones. But before I go on a tangent, what unit describes the power of an electric device? Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is— who got it right? Everyone is wrong. Let's play a game. Welcome to the killing floor. We're going to play the finger cutting game. It's easy and fun. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. End of instructions. Ah! Get to cutting. Hope you weren't a pianist. Pianist. And here's how everyone stacks up early in the game. But you're all number one to me. Alright, next question. How many ounces are in a big gulp? correct answer is this. Lame. Alright, next question. Spray is the term for the feces of what animal? Who picked this one? Everyone is wrong. Let's go someplace fun. Welcome back to the killing floor. Okay, fine. We'll do some math. Now get off my back. Yeesh. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you can't get at least 10 right, you die. Let's kick some math. Four, 6, 3, 10, 93, 9. Isn't that so annoying? You're almost there. Math it up. This is gonna hurt. See, I wasn't joking when I said I'd kill you. I just totally killed you. But keep playing, and I promise you can still win. Even death doesn't get you out of Trivia Murder Party. This is the scoreboard again. I had thought about having a different scoreboard for each question, but sometimes you have to make sacrifices along the way in game development. Let's try another one. I don't know if you've ever been involved in a crime scene before, but afterwards the police ask you for specific details, and it can be surprisingly hard to recall simple things that you should totally have noticed and remembered. For instance, what was the room code you entered to join this game? And the correct answer is this one. Which needs only you. Let's go someplace fun. Let's test your memory. Everyone gets to play this time. Memorize the pattern. Alright, let's put these away. From left to right, what was the order of the colors? If any of those other players do better than you, I will be very unhappy. Here's the pattern again, folks. How much of it did you remember? But can anybody beat that? Gross! You should be ashamed of your performance. I'm really enjoying our chemistry so far. You guys are the Rory to my Lorelei. I've got more questions for you. You know, some people think that philosophy is boring, and it can be, but if you really look, you can find an interesting aspect to any subject matter. Which of these poisons killed Socrates? Who said this? Only a ghost got it wrong. Too easy. Let's try this again. How many stages are there in the Tour de France? Who picked this one? Everyone is wrong. I have a surprise for you. Oh darn, this is such a mess. I spilled blood all over my favorite piece of art. Eat your heart out, Jackson Pollock. Memorize the pattern of blood. Okay, you've had long enough. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. The person who is furthest from the pattern will die. Here's that art again, and here's what you did. You all got it just right. Good for you. Next question. Al Jazeera is broadcast from what country? Who said this? Very good. Here's another one. Which cartoon character has a five-fingered hand? Who picked this one? Which leaves only you. Prepare for your punishment. It's time for some wordplay. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. Just ignore any blood on the letters. Oh, and all these other players get to play along too. And if any of them spell a longer word than you, you will be punished. Start poking those letters with your fingers. By the way, the letters don't have to be touching. And don't forget to press submit when you're done. I'm so excited to see what you come up with. Ooh, let's see what you did there. Let's see if anyone beat you. It only takes one person to ruin your day. To be fair, predators are supposed to attack the weakest link. Only one of you is still alive. You know what that means. It wasn't easy making it here alive, and it won't be easy to escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Countries containing the Alps. Tap on each answer that fits. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. Godzilla opponents. They're gonna catch you. Are you afraid of the dark? You should be. Ben and Jerry's flavors. McConaughey films in which he plays a lawyer. Time is almost up. Here's another one. Romance language. comes the next question. Mortal Kombat characters. Books authored by Donald Trump. Almost there! Cheers characters. Voiced by Frank Oz. You're almost free. I believe in you. The Daily Show alumni.
Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, and I'll be the host and person who is quietly judging your life choices. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, it's skippable if you're one of those people. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing. And that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you've pooped today. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. The faker can only be caught if the vote is unanimous, so do your best to come to a group consensus. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you like Taylor Swift's music even a little bit. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. That faker is still on the loose. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third Hands of Truth task now. This was the task. Raise your hand if you currently have a bra in your house. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. Too bad. You couldn't get it together for that last vote. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Just want to leave it to chance, huh? Okay. It's going to be... You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, point at the person who is most likely an organ donor. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. It's easier to catch the faker if you all talk to each other. Throw around some wild accusations. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. The task was, point at the person who you've told the most secrets to. Vote for the faker now. You didn't find the faker, and you didn't really learn anything definitive. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third You Got a Point task now. This was the task. Point at someone you are confident is not the faker. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. votes singled out. Ah, yes, you caught the faker. It went right down to the wire. It's category picking time. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Never mind, we'll just do this one. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, make the face you'd make snuggled by a fire. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. Don't forget you get points for voting for the faker even if everyone else is wrong. You couldn't quite figure out who the faker was. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Sending out your second face value task to your devices now. And the task, make the face you'd make during an Adam Sandler marathon. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. Not enough teamwork to find the faker. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your third face value task now. And the task was, make any face you want, but do it with your eyes closed. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. And the prime suspect was, that is indeed the faker. At the last possible moment. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 3 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for all 3 and then hit send. Now the faker has 3 questions to answer too. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. A fun thing to do on a Saturday night. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You couldn't quite figure out who the faker was. You get 2 more chances to catch that faker. Let's see your second batch of answers. A time of year you don't like. Vote for the faker now. And the votes were for... Collectively, you all made the wrong choice. One last chance to catch the faker. Let's take a look at the last set of text answers. Your favorite 80s song. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. You couldn't even bother to try to pick the same person on the final task, huh? You pretty much just let the faker have it.
Greetings, and welcome to Quiplash. Before we start, let's just take a second to enjoy the warmth of each other's company. Okay, that's enough. Round 1. 2 prompts will appear on your device, which you can answer in any clever or not clever way you want. Everyone will choose between your answer and someone else's, and decide who wins. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go! Okay, it's time for some quiplashing. Up first, the worst thing to write in the tip section of a check. Okay, everybody pick your favorite. Coming up next, a dramatic line that Gilbert Gottfried definitely couldn't pull off. And vote. Next up, it would be very surprising if they made a movie all about the life of blank. Vote now. Okay, next one. What God probably smells like. It's voting time. Moving on, how do you seduce a bear? Okay, vote. Next prompt, the brand name of a patriotic line of diapers. Get to voting. Round 1 is behind us. Let's see how you scored. On to round 2, where all points are doubled. Doubled, I say. Let's start this show. Starting us off, the one job robots will never take from humans. Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite. Next, what a good rival to Build-A-Bear would be called. Vote on your devices. Next on the list, the title of a musical you're glad doesn't exist. Ready, set, vote! Next in the hopper, a brand of pants for mermaids. Time to vote. Up next, women never date a guy who blank. Vote away. And next is a procedure that not even the slimiest plastic surgeon will do. Put in your votes. You survived round 2. Let's see if your scores did. We've made it to round 3, the last lash. Focus up because you're all answering the same prompt. Complete this word lash task. We're ready to look. Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 medals, gold, silver, and bronze. Have at it. Okay, everyone, let's see who got those medals. Bronze. Here's the silver. And gold. Now let's turn those medals into points. We're done. Let's see the final scores. Hey there, I'm Schmitty. You might remember me as the host of Quiplash. Or maybe you just blocked me out. Glad to see you're all here. Let's not waste any time. This is round 1. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go! These better be good. Prompt number 1 is a rejected section of the King James Bible, the part where Jesus blank. Okay, voting time. Pick your favorite. Your next prompt is the name of a singles bar for pirates. Get to voting. Next in line, the most common injury of the super wealthy. Vote away. And next, if this player had an underground club, the secret password would probably be blank. And vote. Next one, what Santa's elves do in the off-season. Vote on your devices. Moving on, the title of a sitcom starring an otter. Ready, set, vote! Next on the list, should you catch on fire, remember, stop, drop, roll, and then blank. It's voting time. Round one's over. Let's check the scoreboard. Time for round two, where everything is worth 2 times as much as that silly round one. 3. Hit the safety quit button if you can't think of something. All right, let's get to it. The first prompt is a wise old saying your grandma taught you. Look before you blank. Okay, choose your favorite. Okay, next one. Something you never want to hear a flight attendant say. Okay, vote. Next, a strange thing to yell when you find your first gray hair. Time to vote. Moving on, the only way to truly kill a bedbug is to blank. Vote now. Your next prompt is, the next way airlines will probably try to save money, blank. Vote away. Up next, the rejected name of Lake Titicaca. Vote on your devices. And next, a troubling thing to notice on your shirt tag, 2% blank. And vote. That's all for round 2. Let's see where the points went. It's round 3, the last lash. I've got one prompt left, and you're all getting it. Write a quip using these word lash rules. All right, brace yourselves. Present your medals now. Great, let's see where those medals ended up. First, the bronze. Bring out the silver. And now the gold. All right, let's turn that into cold, hard points. That's the end. Let's see the final scoreboard.
Welcome to TKO. I am the Tournament Master, and I'm currently accepting applications for a morally corruptible henchman. 3 years experience. Welcome to TKO. I am the Tournament Master, and this accent is not an affectation. I brought you to T-Shirt Island to engage in deadly T-shirt combat. Each of you has the heart of a true warrior, which you'll find in a jar under your seat. Eat it now, or save it for later. Ready to draw? Begin. but let's see a little variety this time. You can change your line thickness with that little button, you know. Begin drawing 2. That timer's not for decoration. Finish quickly! One drawing to go. Let your freak flag fly, man! Begin. Incidentally, if you've only got 2 drawings in you, feel free to use the quick training mode in the game settings. Make haste. Yes, I think we can work with these. Now hit me with some hip new slogans. Go. I'm looking for like 3 or 4 from each of you. Does that seem doable? Just give it a shot. Time is about to expire. You may want to finish up. You really dug deep that time. Now make me a shirt that'll really turn some heads. Wonderful! Our combatants are ready. Let the tournament begin. Gauntlet 1 versus Fight. Fight by submitting your votes on your devices, that is. Versus Battle. Versus Battle. Versus Fight each other. Versus engage in an altercation. A new challenger appears. Attack! Winners! Oh, I need a breather. Let's take a training break. Use your devices to enter one new drawing and as many new slogans as you wish. Think outside the box. Go! Time is about to expire. You may want to start writing. Make haste before time runs out! You know what to do. Make a shirt. This ought to be good. Gauntlet 2. Versus. Go ahead and fight already. A new challenger appears. Fight. A new challenger appears. Fight! Versus... Attack! Versus... Fight for me, babies, fight! Versus... Fight! Winners! Brace yourselves for the final gauntlet where the toughest shirts from the previous rounds go toe-to-toe. Prepare to vote. Versus... Attack! Versus... Fight! The reigning champion wins ties. Next time, get more votes. We have a champion. Well, I guess that's it for the tournament, so I'll catch you guys later. Unless you're doing something after this. No? Okay, cool. Alright, bye!
Welcome to Trivia Night, a perfect storm of unholy truths. Or at least that's how Parade Magazine described it. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the mini-game, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. There's still time to take your seat as an audience member. Sit back, relax, and maybe die. Am I still explaining how to play this game? Let's just actually play it. Okay now, first question. Which of the following movies is about cannibalism? Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is... Who got it right? The rest of you, I have a surprise for you! Welcome to the killing floor. We're going to play Chalices. I've given all the safe players a bit of poison to use. Pick a chalice to drop your poison in. Okie dokie, it's your turn to play. Pick a chalice to drink from. Here's a hint, only one of these is the cup of a carpenter. His name was Kevin, and he had a really weird taste in chalices. Hope it tasted good. Now let's see what everyone drank. Yeah, you like that? It's homebrew. Uh-oh, looks like somebody's a ghosty ghost. But you're not getting out of this game that easily. Ghosts still get to play and can even win the whole thing in the final round. I kind of wish I were a ghost. Someday. Let's take a look at the scores. Now, don't get upset if you're in last place. Just do your best and know that you are special. But also, I will kill you, so do better. I've got more questions for you. Which of these Radiohead albums was released most recently? Who picked this? The rest of you who are still alive, let's go someplace fun. Welcome back to the killing floor. We're going to play the finger cutting game. I know what you're thinking, and don't worry, it's not complicated at all. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. Super simple. Ah! Make with the cutting already. Just cut. We do have fun here. Here's where everybody's at right now. How about this? What was the name of the ship that took Charles Darwin to the Galapagos Islands? And the correct answer is this. Let's play a game. You know you love it. It's math. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. The person who does the worst dies. Math time. Let's go. Keep shining, you beautiful diamonds. You know how numbers work, right? Well, time's running out. Here it comes! But deep down, didn't you know one day math would kill you? I hope there aren't any kids playing right now. I don't mean to judge parents, but we should really limit our kids' screen time. Here's another one. You know, most people are horrified at the thought of eating human flesh, but it's all about what you cook it with. Scallions are another name for what? Time's right. Who said? This one? You're in for a treat. Ooh, look at all this money just sitting here for anyone to take. Here's how this is going to work. If no one takes the money, no one dies. But if you do take the money, I'll kill everyone who didn't. There's one catch. If you all take the money, then you all die. But hey, don't worry. Just talk it out with your friends and trust them. I'm sure it'll all work out. Time for the consequences. Sometimes betrayal is totally worth it. Aww, I'm gonna enjoy this. Alright, next question. Guy Fawkes was involved in a 1605 plot to assassinate which English ruler? Time's running out! Who picked this one? Let's play a game. Ugh, look at this mess. I'm going to need everyone's help. There's blood all over this art. Memorize the pattern of blood. Okay, you've had long enough. Reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. If anyone does better than you, I will be testy. Time is not on your side. Here's that art again, and here's what you did. Well, the door's open. Did anybody walk through? Uh-oh, you got beat. It's not just that everybody ganged up on you, it's that they were smiling while they were doing it. The whittling down to just one player has finally come to fruition. Let's do this. Well, look who's still alive. Now you just have to escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Island nations. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit! Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. Time is almost up. points or more. Anytime today, kiddo. The shadows are coming. Candy bars with nougat. Time is almost up. Rogers and Hammerstein musicals. Decision. The darkness approaches. The price is right, Ames. That just wasn't challenging enough. Here's another one. Boy Scout ranks. Almost there. Sedimentary rocks. Welcome back. Here's my promise to you. This should be just as painful as it was the last time. Okay now, first question. This question was inspired by some wonderful bed and breakfast spots. What is the nickname for residents of northern Michigan? Time's running out. And the correct answer is... who got the question right? The rest of you, I want to show you something. Welcome to the killing floor. Let me ask you a question. Your answer is very important. What's your greatest achievement so far in life? Type an answer on your device and press send when you're finished. Now everyone gets to vote. Pick which of these answers you hate the most. Whoever wrote the answer with the most votes dies. Pick the answer that makes you go, bad, bad doggy. Look at what you did. No. Voting is not just a right, it's a privilege. The votes are in. Ooh, these words will look good on your headstone. And now, the scoreboard. Wait, that's supposed to be a scare board. Dang it. I messed up the joke. Just forget it. It's a scoreboard, okay? It's a scoreboard. Next question. Who is the Greek god of fear? Who said this? The rest of you, prepare for your punishment. Well, howdy there! Welcome back to the killing floor. Good news! It's fighting time! You can attack someone else. You could defend yourself. Or you could grab some money. And if no one gets hurt, I will still punish someone. The important thing is that you do your best. Oh, and that you kill someone. Yeah, that is probably the most important thing. It looks like everybody was seeing green. Now you'll be seeing red. You can see the full explanation of the tiebreaker rules over on my website. And truth be told, I could really use the traffic. I've been trying to use social media, but it's not working. Let's take another moment to appreciate this cool scoreboard, huh? Let's try this again. What was that really fun murder movie with Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, and a box? And the correct answer is this. One of you is still alive. Let's go someplace fun. Let's test your memory. Everyone gets to play this time. Memorize the pattern. Okay, you've had enough time. From left to right, what was the order of the colors? If anyone does better than you, I will kill you. Here's the pattern again, folks. How much of it did you remember? You got it exactly right. Ugh, let's see how your friends did. We'll get you next time. Quick shout out to all my dead people. Looking good. Alright, next question. If you were in my book club, you'd know this, but who wrote a children's book titled If Roast Beef Could Fly? Who said this one? Everyone is wrong. Come with me. It's drawing time. And yes, you should probably feel some pressure right now. Malice. Draw this thing as best as you can and press send when you're finished. Now everyone gets to vote. I want you to pick the worst drawing. Seriously, pick the one you just don't like. The votes are in. This is democracy at work, people. I think I'm going to bury that terrible drawing with you. Let's try another one. What's the second book in George R.R. Martin's The Song of Ice and Fire series? Time's running out. Who picked this? Prepare for your punishment. It's time to use your words. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. This is actually how William S. Burroughs wrote some of his stories, but I guess that's not really important right now. But the person with the shortest word will be punished. Do it now. By the way, the letters don't have to be touching, and don't forget to press submit when you're done. Let's see what you could come up with. I probably should have mentioned you have to enter actual words. If you have exact scores, your life will be no more. Oh boy, that doesn't quite work. Wait, you're all dead? But I already have the final round all set up and ready. So I guess we'll do this. You get to live a wee bit longer because you're doing the best. And I like you. Okay, moving on. Congrats on making it here alive. Now let's see if you can escape with your body. Here's your first category. Shellfish. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Time is almost up. Let's see the right answers. A space for every right answer. James Bond movies. Anytime today, kiddo. I don't like that at all. Fried dough foods. Time is up. Are you afraid of the dark? You should be. Cartoon characters with mustaches. Decisions. That was too easy. Here comes the next question. Mountain Dew flavors. Just a few more steps. Ironies in Alanis Morissette's Ironic. Time is almost up. Mushrooms. Time is up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0. 0.
got 55% though. Are you sure about those numbers?
Oh yeah. It may not make sense to us, but that's how people under 30 eat corn on the cob.
But why do you need a parasol?
It doesn't work otherwise.
High five.
Ooh. Believe it. Hi, Dad.
Breathe it in. Breathe it in.
I hear you.
Whoa, what the? What does that mean?
Oh, that's right, you're new
Interesting.
here. It's just a nuclear event drill. We have them every month or so.
Where do we go?
Down to the bunker.
What are you doing? Is that scuba gear?
Kind of. You should have a tank, a mask, and a regulator in the bottom of your file cabinet.
Welcome to the government, where we are always watching everything you do. Then we put it all in a document and print it out for the president. Can you believe the president still wants printed documents? We usually use it for good, but we also use it to play espionage! Time to play! Who's up first? Oh, this is gonna be good. What percentage of people have dated someone who had already dated one of their good friends? Give it your best guess. You get more points the closer you come to the actual percentage. Okay, we have a guess. 24%. Everyone else, now it's your turn. Do you think the correct answer is higher or lower? Unanimously higher. And the correct answer is 36%! Remember, recycling is good for the planet. Who said higher? Well done, you get points. Okay, who's up next? I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this. What percentage of men have bought basketball sneakers because they were endorsed by an NBA player? %. Everyone else, higher or lower? It's unanimous again. Now let's get to the right answer. 7%. The only reason I own Air Jordans 1 through 19 is for the excellent ankle support. No one got it right? Lame. Who's next?
I hear you.
Obviously, this question is not about Becky. What percentage of women wear hats to hide bad hair days? %. Everyone pick higher or lower. Right down the middle. Okay, let's see the right answer. 27%! Dang, you nailed that guess. Who got it right? Nice job. I've got some points for you. Next up. Okay, computer, what do you have for this one? What percentage of people are totally comfortable leaving politically motivated posts on Facebook? %. Okay, higher or lower?
I hear you.
One of you thinks it's higher. Okay, right answer is 40%. Well, if you get at least 10 likes, loves, and ha-has, it was all worth it. Let's see who got it right. Well done. You get points. Okay, who's up next? All right, Surveillance Pro, what do you have for this? What percentage of people like to have definite itineraries when going on vacation? %. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
I hear you.
Just one of you is saying higher. And Surveil says 14%. Terrible guess. You need to be within 30% to get points. Who got it right? Smart guess. Here's your points. Let's see who's in the lead after round 1.
I hear you.
Round 2, here we come. First up. All right, I have a good one. What percentage of people consider their signatures to be very legible? We have an answer. 23%. In round 2, you can now guess much higher or much lower. Pick one of those if you think the answer is off by 15% or more. If you're right, you'll earn double the money. If not, you'll get nothing. What do you think? Higher or lower?
I hear you.
Looks like an even split. And the correct answer is 19%. Ooh, just a few percentage points off. Well done. Let's see who got it right. Nice job. I've got some points for you. And what have we here? Ugh, I'm sorry. That answer was closer than 15%. Shouldn't have doubled down. Who's next? Typey, typey. What percentage of people have put their lips on French horns? %. What do y'all think? Higher or lower? Just one of you is saying higher. Okay, let's see the right answer. 24%! And it only turned half of them gay. Who got it right? Here's some points. Next up.
I hear you.
Rosebud. Anyway. What percentage of people have seen the supposed greatest film ever made, Citizen Kane? %. All right, what do you think? Looks like an even split. And Surveil says 34%. Not the highest percentage, but let's not forget, this was a black and white picture made long before the human eyeball was capable of seeing color. Let's see who got it right. Here's some points. Okay, who's up next? What should I search for in the old Surveillance Pro next? Ooh, I know. What percentage of people have attended conventions or expos dressed as fictional characters? 41%. Okay, higher or lower? Half and half. Okay, let's see the right answer. 22%! Hey, you're a better guesser than our trained rats. Nice job. Who got it right? Ooh, points for you. Next up. I don't know. How about... What percentage of people never stifle their sneezes in public by attempting to sneeze quietly with their mouth shut, but always just sneeze out loud? %. Everyone else, higher or lower? The vote is lower. Now let's get to the right answer. 26%! Well, as we say in the biz, that's a good way to start airborne biological warfare. Let's see who got it right. Here's some points. As for you, great answer. Double points for saying much lower. Uh-oh, final round time. By mining social media, we found the most popular answers to this question. Which Monty Python sketch or movie scene do people find funniest? Now let's see the answers. But choose carefully, only the 3 most popular answers are worth points. Ready, go! Okay, let's see what you picked. And what are the most popular answers? Who's that special someone?
I hear you.
Congratulations! You seem to know everyone's secrets. Remind me never to cross you.